everyone, and welcome back. Today's compact class, hopefully going to keep it within the 30-minute range, is going to be an intensive core focused class. So we're going to be adding some elements of fitness as well as the intention and mindfulness of yoga. You will be feeling the burn, and just a few quick things about our core muscles and the way they function together before we get started. And I've talked about this before, so bear with me if you've already heard this, but we have four main parts of the core, maybe five. I can't, hold on, let me figure that out. But obviously we have the abdominals, right, that help us come into flexion. We have the side bodies, the quadratus lumborum, which help us to find lateral extension and flexion. We have the muscles of the back, the long muscles that help support our upright posture. So that's technically four. And then there's the fifth, and that is that corset muscle that you've heard me talk about many times, the transverse abdominis, which helps us to find extension in our center. So that lift of the spine helps to keep the all four other parts of the core engaged and supported. So as we start to move through some of the postures and exercises in this practice, there's a few things that I'd like you to keep in mind. One, just trying to maintain your awareness of all of these parts of the core, but also on how we can use the breath to do this more successfully. So I'm just going to show you a little thing. So generally when in yoga, regardless of if it's a core practice or not, when we are making movement, we're doing so on the exhale, because generally when we're moving into something, we're moving into the space in our body. So like say in Warrior 2 or out to the side, we exhale to bend into this knee because we're losing a little bit of space here as we find flexion through the leg. We use the inhale to create space within the body, and that exhale to move into the space. So when this comes to our core practice today, I will demonstrate one more thing for you, especially when we're on our back doing these postures. And if you can't maintain this throughout the practice, it's okay, because it can be very difficult until you really build up that muscle memory. So we're going to be doing these pike leg lifts. We'll be starting with our legs in the air, and this is just one example here. So I'm in this flexion position here. As I inhale, I'm going to extend the legs down and out. This is the tricky part. Exhale, navel to the spine to bring the legs back in. Now, it can be very easy to mix up the inhale and exhale there, and it's okay if you do. I promise you it's okay. But to get the most impact and the most sensation out of this core specific practice, I encourage you to inhale as you create that more space in the body, and exhale as you come into flexion. That's usually when we're engaging deeply into the core and really focus on drawing that navel into the spine. And for me personally, and this has taken a lot to wrap my mind around, because I was always like, oh yeah, I'm engaging the core. But it wasn't until I really started working out on the side, aside from my yoga practice, that I was like, wow, I was conscious of my core, but I wasn't engaging it in a strength way. I was just engaging it in a supportive way, in an intentional way, but not to build that strength, which in turn helps build muscle memory. So I will stop talking now. There's just a few things that I wanted to share with you guys before we got started. I don't believe we'll need any props today, but if you do tend to use blocks in your practice, one or two at the top of the mat will be fine. And we're going to go ahead and get started. Oils in the diffuser today are lavender, spearmint, and oregano. We'll be starting in a seated position. So whatever that will look like to you to be most comfortable in these first few moments of breath connection. Find a nice tall spine, and then begin to ground, settle down, relax the shoulders, the belly. And you can soften or close the eyes to begin connecting inside. So not trying to control the breath just yet, but just tuning in, listening to, and exploring sensation within the body. Notice what your natural inhale and exhale feels like. Noticing where the position of your spine is. So maybe you're in a nice central position here. Maybe you're leaning a little bit forward or a little bit to the right. Just trying to become conscious of this to bring yourself to center and know that it's okay to keep correcting yourself. That means you're being aware, you're tuning in, and these are all good things. So we'll start to build upon our breath here, gradually deepening and extending. And as you come into this pattern of deep breath, I want you to focus on what I was saying before we began the class. As you breathe in, feel the space entering the body. Feel the spine lifting slightly, the belly slightly puffing out. And exhale, without clenching too much, feel the belly draw in and feel the body settling into that breath. So I really want you to be aware of this function of the breath and of the body as we move through this practice today. We'll take 5 more deep breaths here. Slowly release that control. Find your natural rhythm again. We're going to start with some seated cat-cows. It's important that we find a lot of length and stretch through the belly before beginning the core practice. So as you inhale, feel the chest lift, shoulders come down, belly expands. Exhale, navel pulling into the spine as we round backwards, shoulders come forwards, and we're not trying to dip the head down here, but we're pressing out through the center of the back. And then inhale, finding lift through the chest. Again, we're creating space, and then exhale, moving into that space. Nice slow movements using the full inhale and the full exhale to create this movement. Two more times. And inhale, make your way back through center. Taking left hand to the floor, right hand lifts up and over for our side bend. This is where we create that space in those side bodies. Big breaths here. Pressing away from the mat. Start to engage those abdominals. Feel that low belly tuck in as you inhale, reaching up with both hands. And exhale, planting the right hand and reaching over with the left. Again, pressing out of that right hand, big extension to the side through the left fingers. Feel that low belly engage as we get ready to lift, breathing in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Setting up for a nice, easy twist. Hands down. We're going to stretch out those obliques. Inhale for that tall spine. Exhale, twisting to the left, starting at the waist. Every breath we grow nice and tall. Exhale, twisting deeper. One more breath in. Exhale, slowly come back to center. Feels okay with the legs. Reverse the cross of the feet. Inhale for length. Exhale, twisting to the right. Slowly making your way up the spine with each breath. Inhale. Exhale through center. We're going to bring the feet out in front. Give them a nice little wiggle. We're not going to be spending too much into the legs and low body today, but we do want to bring a little bit of stretch so that we are prepared as we move through the practice. So you notice I'm just bouncing my knees up and down on the mat. Just starting to create some space and get the blood flow going, as well as open up the muscles in the back of the legs. I'm going to move my hips back slightly here. So I'm already tilting myself forward. And instead of lifting and folding today, I'm just going to start walking my fingertips toward the toes, toward the top of the mat. The fingers are guiding my upper body forward. And once you start to feel that deep stretch, not just in the hamstrings, but also up into this low back, that's where we're going to hold. You can maintain a soft bend to the knees, but I do encourage you to begin finding that length out by starting to straighten the legs a little bit more. And as that space opens up, you can begin to extend yourself a little bit farther. And then I want you to come back to this connection with the breath. So as you inhale, without puffing the belly out too much, so keeping the core slightly tucked in but not clenching, I want you to think about that transverse abdominis muscle extending the spine forward. So reaching through the crown of the head, chin is lifted from the chest. And as you exhale, feel that belly button tuck way up and in. And you can begin to deepen the fold. And you don't have to go too far. These are subtle little movements. As you begin to deepen the fold through the upper body, begin to deepen the flex into the feet. And again, these are just little movements because you're going to feel it. Maybe straightening the legs a little bit more, inching forward just a little bit more. 2 more big breaths here. Feel that power in the belly. Make it nice and strong. We're going to inhale, reaching up with a flat back. Keep the hands overhead. Relax the shoulders as you exhale. Breathe in, palms facing forward. Exhale, nice neutral, long spine, cactus arms, elbows bent out to the sides. We're not puffing the chest forward. Keep the ribs knitting in. We're just opening through the shoulders. Feel the strength as the shoulder blades come together, as well as the opening through the chest and the collarbone. Belly is still slightly engaged. We're not clenching those abdominals. Breathe in. And as though there is a force between the arms, we're going to exhale, bringing the forearms together in front of the face. So nice and slow, as though you're trying to push together something between the hands. Think about the sensation through the back. And then as we open again, pretending there's something on the outside of the arms that we're opening our way, pushing through. Try to keep those elbows lifted. Breathing in, creating that space, right, between the arms. Exhale, moving back into that space, nice and strong. Erect spine, belly is strong. 2 more times. Inhale to open. Don't let those elbows drop. Exhale to close. Last round. Go ahead, lower the arms, relax the legs. Come into the center of the mat. We're going to be rolling down onto our backs. We are going to be doing quite a bit on our backs and then moving into table and plank positions. But before we wind down, I just want to make sure that we warm up the wrists a little bit. So you can sit in your half boat position, clasping the fingers together, and we're just going to do some circles through the wrists just to get some oxygen and blood flow in through those little bones and those complex tendons in the hands and forearms. And then go ahead, give the hands a nice good shake. And we're going to come down to our back. So you can just ease yourself down nice and slow. Take a moment and allow the spine to neutralize to the floor. And as I demonstrated at the beginning of class, we're going to be starting with those leg pikes. We're going to start with straight legs. If it's a little too difficult for you, you can have a softer bend to the knees. We're going to be doing 5 rounds so you can acquaint yourself with the feeling. And then we're going to be adding in some bicycle crunch holds. So walk your shoulders down. Make sure that the shoulder girdle is nice, flat, and neutral to the mat. And then take a moment to just sort of soften and flatten that low back to the floor. And as you do so, as you feel the navel pull down, the low back start to make its way down, you're going to feel that the legs start to pop up automatically. So as we start to create this movement in the legs, we really want to focus on maintaining this connection of our low back to the mat. So go ahead and tuck the knees into the chest and really just feel this connection. Feel that nice flat space. Even just tucking the legs into the chest like this, it's just a really nice feeling. So arms to the side, legs extend. I'm going to press out through the balls of my feet, but you can have the feet flexed or pointed. Just make sure the legs stay engaged. So as we start to come down, we're going to inhale. You don't have to puff the belly out too much because you want that low back to stay flat to the floor. And then going down as far as you can before the low back lifts, navel to the spine, exhale. And you'll notice that as the legs start to come up, the easier it is to draw the belly down. So 4 more rounds. 2 more. Last one, you can do it. Navel to the spine. Knees to the chest. Rock a little bit from side to side. This time we're going to be incorporating those bicycle crunch holds between the lifts. We're going to come into a bridge for a moment just to allow some extension and release through the belly. So walk the shoulders down, knees are bent, feet planted. Exhale, once again, flatten the low back to the floor. And inhale, press into the feet, lifting the hips toward the ceiling. And just enjoy this nice stretch. We want to be able to counterbalance strengthening and stretching within this practice. Couple of breaths here. Breathe in and exhale to release. Knees into the chest. Straighten the legs. Inhale, bringing them down. Keep that low back flat. Exhale, bring them up. Navel to the spine. Bringing the arms up overhead as you inhale. And then exhale, bend the knees. Low back is still flat to the mat. Take another breath in, extend the left leg. And as we exhale, we're going to lift the upper body, lift the arms, bring them to the outer right thigh. Really peel those shoulder blades off the mat. Keep that low back flat. We're holding here, reaching to the corner of the room. Maybe if you're facing a corner, I suppose. With each exhale, really pull that belly button in. One more inhale. Exhale, upper body down, knees into the chest. You can bring the arms up. And down alongside the body. Inhale, straighten the legs. Take a breath out. Inhale, bringing them down. Exhale up, belly to the spine. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, right leg straightens. We're hovering it over the mat. On your next exhale, we lift. Arms to the outer left thigh. Really peeling the shoulder blades up, reaching toward the top of the mat. Low back is flat. Breathe. Inhale, exhale down, knees to the chest, arms up overhead. Plant the feet, arms back alongside the body, coming into another bridge. Exhale, flatten the back. Inhale to lift. Inhale, exhale, lower it down. Knees tucked to the chest. We're going to rock and roll up the spine. So swinging the legs up and back and then forward, creating some nice movement and momentum. We're going to be coming right up into boat. You can have the feet grounded or lifted on your next round up. Bring the thighs and the belly closer together to start. Feet can be flexed, pointed, or pressing out through the balls. Arms out to the side. Breathing. Then we're going to find a little bit of extension here. So starting to extend the feet forward. As the shoulders come back, keep the heart lifting up. Holding here. Remember, you can always bring your feet down if this is too much. We're going to be coming back to this boat position toward the end of the practice. 2 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, feet down. Inhale, bring the spine up. Cross the feet, hands forward, right into a tabletop position. Before we start to move here, a couple little circles in the hands. Shake them out. As we come into table, we're going to move through 3 bird dog crunches and then 3 rounds of oblique holds to the side. They are a little bit tricky, but I'll walk you through it. On an inhale, right toes reach behind. You're going to feel that belly pulling up and in as the left hand comes forward, and we lift those right toes. Find your balance, 2 breaths here. Really engage on the exhale. Inhale, find length. Exhale, elbow and knee come into center. Really pull that belly button up and in. Inhale, lengthen it out. Slow motion. Exhale. Tuck the knee to the chest. Breathe in. Exhale, last time we'll hold. And breathe. Tuck the knee closer to the chest. Pull the belly even deeper. Inhale, extend. Exhale, take a breath. On the next exhale, we're going to be bending elbow and knee and opening to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, bend and open. If this is too much, bring your hand down. Holding for a full breath. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to the side. Full breath. Inhale, lengthen. Last time. Exhale to the side. 2 breaths here. Keep the elbow and knee lifted. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale to table. Shake out that right hand. Inhale through cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Come back through table. Inhale, left toes behind. Belly is pulling up and in. Right hand forward, left toes lift. Find your balance, breathe. Remember, turning on these glutes to help here with the support. Inhale, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee, knee tucking into the chest, belly pulling way up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale to hold. Inhale, extend. Take a breath out. We're going to be opening to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, bend the elbow, knee, opening. Elbow, knee, stay lifted. Full breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the side. Inhale. Last time, holding for 2. And reach. Exhale, table. Shake out that left hand. We're going to come into an extended puppy. Walk the knees back. Walk the hands forward. Breathe in. Exhale, dip the heart toward the mat. Plant your hands. Inhale, rise up to table. Walk the hands back, but tuck the toes. Take another inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Go ahead and pedal out the feet. We have one more round here before we make our way back down. Inhale, look to the hands. And exhale, walk to the top of the mat, folding down. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Soften into the knees, rolling up to stand. Really feel the belly pulling up and in to create that length and lift through the upper body, the upper spine. Arms come out and up, look up. Exhale, hands to the heart. We're going to be doing some standing movements here, really focused and nice and slow. So stepping into the top third of the mat. On an inhale, arms come forward and up to frame the ears. Shift your weight to the right foot. Exhale, bend the elbows, pulling them down as we bring the left knee up into the chest. Really find yourself in this crunch position. So belly is pulling way in. Inhale, find extension, bring the toes down, fingers up. Exhale, knee to the chest, elbows down, find that crunch. One more time. Bring it in. Extend. Plant the foot. Arms are lifted. Exhale, squat back to chair. Weight is in the heels. Tailbone is long, bending the knees. Look forward. We're going to be creating a little bit of a twist. So bringing the hands to the heart. Squat a little deeper, turn on those glutes. Belly is still strong. Inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. As we do so with the hands together, we're going to reach them toward the back of the room, trying to keep the weight even on the legs. Inhale. Exhale to center, hands to the heart. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left. Reach those fingertips back. Inhale. Exhale, untwist. We'll do that one more time. Breathe in. Exhale, left and reach. Inhale. Exhale, center. Inhale to stand. Breathe out. Repeating that on the other side. Bring the hands down. Take a full breath. Inhale, arms reach forward and up. Weight shifts into that left foot. Exhale, elbows come down as the right knee comes into the chest. We're pulling the belly in for that standing crunch. Inhale, toes down, arms extend. Exhale. Breathing in. And bring it in. Mindful of your movement. Inhale. Last time, bring it in. Really strong. Pull that belly button in. Inhale. Ground the foot. Exhale to chair. Squatting back. Weight in the heels. Belly is still tucking in. That's going to lengthen the tailbone. Arms are lifted. Look forward. Hands coming into the heart, setting up for that twist and reach. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the right. Reach those fingertips back. Weight is equal between the legs. This is only a movement from the upper body. Breathe in. Exhale, untwist. Breathe in. Exhale, twisting, reaching. Breathe in to center. Last time, inhale, squat a little deeper. Exhale, reaching. Breathe in. Exhale to center. Inhale to stand, arms come up. Exhale, arms out to the side, circle them down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, down to the side. One more time. Inhale, arms reach out and up. Exhale, swan dive forward over the feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold, plant the hands, step both feet back to a high plank. Pulling the navel up in toward the spine. Look forward, chin is lifted from the chest. Inhale, hovering those right toes over the mat. Exhale, bend the knee, tuck it into the chest. Inhale, reach it back, hovering the toes, glute strong. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale. Last time, exhale, holding, tuck it up, belly pulling in. Inhale, back. Take a breath. We're almost done, guys. Inhale, left toes hover. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, tuck it up. Inhale. Last time, exhale, holding. Inhale, step back. Exhale, ground the knees, table. Inhale through cow. Exhale to cat. Inhale through cow. Exhale to cat. Table. Shake out the hands. Cross the feet behind you, bum down, feet forward. This is our last variation before we wind down. Take a moment to find your breath. We're going to come to our half boat position. And this is a little fitness exercise, but we're going to be taking it a little bit slower than you normally would in a fitness class. And we're going to be holding, theme of the day. So we're going to be widening out the legs. Toes are lifted, heels are on the mat. Nice flat back, belly tucking in. We're going to lean back. You can have hands behind the head. If that's too much, bring the hands down in front. Just holding here, feeling that belly pull in. If you're like me, maybe shaking a little bit. One more inhale. Exhale, bring yourself forward, soften. So we're going to be incorporating some slow movement in that position. This time we'll have the arms to the side, and as we come back, we're going to be exhaling, opposite hand to foot as we lift the foot. Inhale, center. Exhale to the other side. We're going to do that 3 times on each side. Last round we'll hold before we wind down. So tall, strong core, arms out to the side, leaning back. Breathe in. Exhale, right hand to left foot, twisting. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand to right foot. Inhale, center. 2 more times on each side. Slow, mindful movement. Last round, and we hold. Right hand to left foot. Breathing. Every exhale, navel to the spine. Inhale, center. Exhale, left hand to right foot. We're still leaning back. Inhale, center. Exhale, soften yourself forward, release. Bring your feet through center. Finding our half boat position to wind down here. Inhale for a tall spine, arms out to the side. Exhale, belly pulling in, and begin to lengthen yourself down and back. Keep the feet planted and the knees bent. We'll set up for one more bridge to stretch out that belly. Shoulders walk down. Take a breath in. Exhale, flatten that low back. And inhale to lift. Engage into the legs and the glutes. Let the belly extend. One more inhale. Exhale, rolling back down the spine, nice and slow. Knees come into the chest, arms out to the side. Breathe in. Exhale, knees to the right for a twist. Keep the left shoulder grounded. You can wedge a block under or between the legs if that's more comfortable, so you can release. Maybe look to the left. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, knees to the left. Release and relax. Slowing down the breath. Inhale, knees to center. And release right into Shavasana. Even out your weight through the spine, shoulder blades tuck under, palms to the ceiling. Take a couple deep breaths and then soften, close the eyes, and melt the spine into the mat. Once you feel the body soften and relax, begin to build on your breath. Just as we began our class with, we're going to take 3 of these deep breaths. Completely release your control, allowing everything to soften, quiet, and surrender. Deepen the breath, letting awareness to return to the body. Wiggle out the toes and fingers. Rock the head gently from side to side. And when you're ready, roll to one side, doesn't matter which. And allow yourself to receive words of gratitude, of acceptance and kindness. And whenever you're ready, slowly make your way up to your most comfortable seated position. And we'll end our practice with a round of Om. Hands come to the heart. Breathe in. Exhale all the stale air. Inhale for Om. Great work today, everyone. I thank you so much for practicing along with me, supporting my business, and showing up for yourself. I look forward to next time. Namaste.